Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play For Fun and Profit. My name is Basilisk, and I'm still your host, so let's get started. This is a bit of a different episode. Um, where's my cursor on this screen? What the hell? Okay, so for those curious what I'm doing, um, yeah, this is actually going to be a bit of a different episode, and you thought I was kidding when I said we're going to review a main menu screen. But yeah, that's what we're doing. Okay, so really quick off the top, I think last week I said we were looking at a title screen. I was wrong, and I apologize. It's a main menu screen. Um, so what this is basically an exercise in proving a point. I had someone once tell me that you can't. So in order to analyze a bit of game design, it has to be a sizable chunk. Um, and I said no, you can analyze a lot smaller bits, like an animation or a title screen. And I got challenged to prove the point. So, um, we've got a title screen here, and we're gonna look at, this main menu screen, and we're gonna look at this main menu screen. Now, for those curious, the main menu screen is Resistance 2. For those of you who haven't played this game, well, it's actually, Resistance 2 isn't bad, but it's definitely the weakest of the PlayStation 3 Resistance trilogy. And no, I still haven't played the PSP and PlayStation Vita games. I do need to get around to that though. Anyways, the point. Let's get back to it. So, this is actually being recorded live, unlike most episodes of For Fun and Profit. Episodes 1 and 2 were actually done this way, but yeah, this is being done with more of a point. Um, this is also being recorded in MS Paint. Or rather, the footage is coming from MS Paint. So yeah. So let's start off here. I'm gonna pick a color for my pen because I haven't yet, and we're gonna use this to make notes. Now, really quick, let's start with the obvious. We got this bar on the right side that has options. Um, Now, obviously, we got a campaign mode, very important. Um, Hold on, let's get a better color here. Just, yeah, there we go. Can I make this thicker? Um, yes, I can. I haven't used paint in a while. Okay, so really quick, we got a campaign mode here. I can't fucking draw a straight line. This is why I don't make art, people. But we got campaign mode here, obviously. Now, it is, I think, important that they put this at the top. It's not something people think about, but the top menu option the top option in a game's main menu is usually going to be the thing they look at first, or the thing they check out first. Especially a if they're not a really particular hardcore gamer, then they'll check this out first. There is a cooperative mode, so we have a two-player mode of some description. It's not part of the campaign mode though, so probably not part of the campaign. Um, and then down here is a competitive mode, which you can play competitively. What the fuck was that? um, yeah, so there's a versus mode. Um, yeah. Now I have played this game, but I'm going to be keeping the things that I learned from this game out. So yeah, onward. Um, Now we've also got community. What this means in the context of the game is very fucking vague. So yay. But it does have a community features built in, which is neat, which is nice to know for PS3 games and the like. And there is, of course, an options menu. Nice to have that on the main menu. Now, really quick, this is all self-explanatory, and that's why I wanted to get it out of the way first. Let's look down here at the bottom. Now, this little scroll bar here acts like it looks like it's a bit of a newsreel. Son of a bitch. Hold on a moment, the game's gonna get hijacked. I just saved that, okay. Now this bit of a newsreel thing down here that we can infer from this still image, and I couldn't record this live like I originally wanted to, so whoops. That we can refer from this still image that it, behave yourself. That this will tell you about the menu options. And you can also see that down here we've got a brief tutorial on a brief explanation of menu controls, and something that says allies, which is probably part of those community features. However, of also note is two-player login, so you can have player 2 login from the main menu. Outside of that, that's the simple part. We've also got a little symbol up here. Doesn't tell us anything. Probably the franchise's logo. It is, but again. So let's move on to more interesting bits. We have a dude here. He's all military looking. So between that and his incredibly military looking gun, you can infer that this is a shooter of some description. Yeah, this is going to be one of the shorter and weirder episodes I've ever done, I think. However, there is a bit to note on this weapon's design. First off, you've got a noob tube down here, an underslung grenade launcher, or possibly a master key, which would be a shotgun. And this is an assault rifle looking thing. You could probably guess if you're at all familiar, if the general direction of AAA games had been hurled past your front window at any point during the PS3 and Xbox 360 console lifespans, you could probably infer that this is an assault rifle of some description, and it's probably going to be your main weapon through the game. In addition, our fellow here is not particularly armored. In fact, he doesn't even appear to be wearing armor, but he does have this little high-tech collar thing here, which looks to be a bit, which could be a breath, like a rebreather of some description for toxic areas, and I could see why he might want something like that, because judging from the background of behind our incredibly stoic military man, this place is fucked. We got a bombed out buildings back here, and over here. The sky is like bright red and appears to be on fire, so that ain't grand. And what looks to be either like a volcano or a military base back here behind these mountains. So yeah, shit ain't looking good. Possibly it got nuked or some shenanigans. I'll be honest, I actually remember this title screen looking a little different, with our main character here holding a different gun that inferred a bit more, actually. But I didn't get that, so yeah, bummer. My memory was wrong. Let's see, what else can we learn here? Yeah, but, okay. Like I said up top, this is going to be one of the weirdest episodes I've ever done. I'll admit, I actually made an episode to basically fill space. I couldn't think of anything better to do for this week, and I wanted to break up fighting game and Zelda themed episodes, because I have 2 of those upcoming next month. But okay, focus. This is why I don't do live recordings anymore. Live recordings for fun and profit anymore. Let's Plays just don't record live. Also, we have an earpiece. It's actually kind of hidden, but it's there. But so we can infer that he has some connection to a higher authority. Okay, so I think we've actually learned all we can from this. I'm looking at this and I'm not seeing anything else aside from the weird film grain filter. That's not the screen being dirty. Like right up here in the corner. I'll actually move that so you can see what I'm looking at now that I've highlighted it. But yeah, like on the sides there's a weird film grain filter, like an old-timey photograph. And come to think of it, this gun looks a bit old-fashioned too. So we can infer that this isn't a modern era game. This doesn't take place in exactly modern times. It's a bit older than that. But that tech didn't exist in that kind of time for this little rebreather looking thing here. So there might be some futuristic bullshit going on. But anyways, I'm inferring way too much now. No, I'm not. The trick was to basically point out that yes, we can learn a bit just from this title screen if we don't know jack or shit about the game. And yeah, so alright, that's enough of this nonsense. Join me back next week where we will start talking about tutorials. Holy shit. If you watch this, thank you all so much for the support. Because this was just silly. Yeah, alright. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I'll have something more focused for you next week. Thank you and good night, folks. Son of a bitch. Why would I do this?